I think you can hear when someone's just doing a kind of they're just doing a copy. I don't know what's in the minds of people, but when I hear a copyist as against an original artist, I think we can feel it, and it becomes self-evident after a while. But I don't. I've because I moved to the United States in 1998, and I was 38 at that time. I'd done a lot of singing in different things, and I had a big experience from another part of the world. And I feel like in the US, and you're in Ontario. I don't think it's the same in Quebec. Maybe it is, but USA is so full of extraordinary, recognized, famous people. They're very keyed into fame, how you get there, and who I'm going to sound like, and this absolutely meaningless, banal, but still suffocating pressure that you have to sound like somebody that we've already heard before if you're going through that mainstream. And then you've got YouTube and all of the other formats where people are just mucking around. I don't know. There's an angle of real invention that's come because people aren't being filtered through producers. But
Yeah, this is
I do
actually.
feel sorry, I just wanna finish my point about that, that
Yeah, yeah, go
I
ahead.
felt that in the USA, I was there were some musicians that were so insecure, they had to talk about who they'd played with, um, and you kind of it was like, if you didn't play with them or can you name someone you played with? I mean, they have a really crappy way of being a musician in the world, and a lot of put downs to people from other parts of the world that don't play music in the same way. People who are extraordinary but don't hear one at the same place or didn't know solfeggio. I mean, musicians can be a wacky lot and need to be smacked down sometimes. And it's based like, just get on with it. And what interesting new sound have you got? And without even without pushing and shoving it. I mean, I really think I grew because the performance was in front of me. We never had time to sometimes not even to write it. You'd have to make up the idea, communicate it quickly, respond to what was in front of you. It was happening live, and you had to work out a language for just getting through it because we had to get this music ready by yesterday. That humbles you, and it makes you really creative, and you use everything you've got. And it's not listening to, I really like her, I'm going to try and copy her and try and copy her voice. It's and I uh, anyway, you can not everyone can be in Cirque du Soleil, and not everyone can be in,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
I'm just saying that that playful finding some mates and, being a bit kind of irreverent and, you know, look at what Billie Eilish has done. She's with her brother, and she's made a sound, and it's completely her own. And she knows who she is, and she can keep. But she's not copying anyone, I don't think. Of course, we draw on people that we like. I have a bunch of heroes, and more recently because I've stopped playing with Cirque du Soleil and I'm making up my own stuff. I really started to look around about who I admire. Why do I admire them? Who's making an interesting sound? Yeah. Anyway.